So, first night shift. It shouldn't be too hard. They have only one tune for all their facilities. Good one, though. Still feels awesome to have water all day without schedule. It's better to save it, though. This bathroom is about the size of my apartments in Bright City, and I would be locked there for months now. I'd better keep this job. The place seemed creepy when I arrived, so I locked the door. The keys should be around somewhere. I don't need the lights while I'm gone. I can't end my shift and go to sleep until I complete my tasks for today. Should be written in a car somewhere. Crappy memory, but at least I'm well organized. It's locked. Jasper should have the keys at the office. Hey Jasper, what's with the moody atmosphere? Great talk as always. Thanks for keeping the keys safe, Jasper. I'd say Jasper's creepy if I haven't seen the day shifts workers. Smell of old leather, gas, and alcohol. Yep, I love this car. I'll call you Christine from now on. I don't know you, Clark, but I'm grateful music can save my day. Or night, actually. Also, I hope you left your booze somewhere. I might need it. I wonder if they planted this tree or built a motel around it. Being able to just walk around while everyone's on lockdown is cheering me up. Gas station. If I call Jasper from a phone booth, this will become evacuation points instead of a ground block. If I stuck somewhere, or when I stuck.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Lights Out, a summer revival of the famous series which many of our listeners will remember. Tonight's story, the eighth and the last in this series, is called The Signal. Lights out, everybody. This
Good luck to anyone who expects actual gas station services here.
the hour when dogs howl and evil is let loose on the sleeping world. Sit in the dark now and listen to Lights Out. Calling to a man who stood beside a railroad track at the bottom of a deep and rocky ravine. One would have thought that, considering the nature of the ground, he would have looked up to where I was standing. But instead he turned and looked down the railroad line. I called again. Hello, below there! Because the terrible glare of the setting sun was in my eyes, I put my left arm across my face and waved to him with my right. He looked up and I saw in his face an expression of intense horror. He regarded me fixedly without moving. I shouted, "Is there a path by which I can come down and speak to you?" Gradually, the expression of horror seemed to pass from his face, leaving it a gray, empty mask. When he spoke, his voice seemed to come from a grave. No reason. Just want to talk.
They said Wyvern likes the bridge near the Windham Plains. Maybe I should check there.
Let me come down and talk to you. He motioned with his little rolled up flag to a narrow path about 200 yards distant, which extended the rocky wall of the ravine.
So, today I need to find a wyvern somewhere and lure her to the lighthouse on a silent pig. They told me to use satellite towers. Sounds fun.
The bottom was in as solitary and dismal a place as I'd ever seen. I could see the railroad tracks running into a dark, gloomy tunnel at one end of it. So little sunlight never found its way to the spot. A dead and earthy, deadly smell. And so much cold wind rushed through that it struck a chill into me. So I stepped for more about it. Hello, I'm afraid I'm intruding. Well, I'd better explain. You see, I'm a reporter for the London Times. You know the Times. Yes, I know the Times. I'm a new man. I was assigned to do a series of stories on people who work at little-known occupations in the city. Strolling along, seeing you down here, I thought, here is a story. That's the reason that brought you down here? Yes. Perhaps I'd better ask a few questions, hadn't I? For instance, how far down are we? I've never seen anything quite like this before. 52 feet. Is that considered deep for a railroad cutting? Deepest in the country. 52 feet. And how long is the tunnel? 3/4 of a mile. And That red signal light in front of the tunnel, is that part of your job? I mean, do you have to see that it stays lighted all the time? Don't you know that it is? Don't I know? Look, you've been staring at me ever since I called you. Staring as though I was afraid of. I just knew it was yours. Thought I'd see you. There. Why, let's see this light. But I've never been here before. The husband and I've never visited. No, you can be sure of that. Yes, I may. Yes, I'm sure I may. I beg your pardon for being so unfriendly. It's just that... Yes. That's all right. I shouldn't have come down at all. After I saw this unusual ravine in the tunnel and your job down here, I thought I had to come down and talk to you. I think I'm glad you did. I have very little company. This is a world here different from other men's world. I can believe that. May I ask, what exactly is the nature of your job? I mean, besides keeping the signal light burning and flagging the trains, what do you have to do? Not very much. I operate the telegraph in my hut over there. This would be better, yes. I'll just put a little more wood on the fire, poke it down. How do you stand that wind? I'm about frozen. I've been here 8 or 9 years, maybe 10. I'm used to the wind. Never changes. Here, take this chair close to the fire. Thank you. Tell me, don't you ever feel cut off from the world? Almost as though you were ruined and isolated down here? Yes, I do. This is a world in itself. Down here, as wide as the tunnel, and as high. Those are the boundaries of my world. For 1 hour, sometimes less, the sunlight falls into it. And at night I see the bright stars, as other men do. But that is all our two worlds hold in common. But why did you ever take such a job? Because oh, excuse me, a message. 6:15, rocks.
This diner was abandoned before I was even born. It's a long story, another time.
Received message. All's well. Do you know, after talking to you, I feel as though I've at last met